Yeah, okay. Power query గురించి మాట్లాడుకుంటే we can get the data once you while you try to get the data from get data, okay, you will come over here and then you can select whatever the option, whatever the tables that you need. For example, ఇక్కడ నేను కొన్ని tables, I took some tables over here, and then if you load it directly, it will come into Power BI desktop. And then if you want to make it changes in Power Query, then you need to go with transform data. Okay, as you might already know, if you completely load it over here, you can like come over here. Let it down. You can come over here and go to transform data. Okay, if you got the data into Power BI desktop, then you can directly go to transform data, and then you can come into like Power Query. This is what you have been already known, but still I'm just as we want to get it in fast track. Okay, particular Power Query fast track finish cheyalanukuntunnam, we'll go into the this. Okay, very quick. And then we do have a couple of options. Okay, we'll go randomly regarding Power Query. First, we'll go with reduce rows. This option where you can see this reduce rows. Then here we do have couple of things like keep rows and remove rows. While if you want to like keep rows, you will go with this thing, and then in this, okay, couple of options. And if you want to go with the remove rows, then you have a couple of options. I'll just tell you like how we can do that. Okay, first of all, let's go with the remove top rows. I'll select this remove top rows table. And then you can find this, there is a lot of unnecessary data, and then dirty data is available in this table. You can even see that this first three rows are dirty data, and then the fourth row is column header. So you came to know that, and then you want to delete these three. So obviously I'll go with the remove rows, and then in the remove rows I'll have a lot of options. The first one is like remove top rows. If you click that, another window will be opened, and then there it will ask you to how many removes you want to, like you'll give 3, and then that's it, finished. Top 3 rows will be removed, and then you find it, this one is a header. Obviously you can make first row as header, and then this row will be like converted into header. This is what. So every step that you do, you will see a new step will be applied over here in the upload steps. So every time you do some mouse operation, okay, a new step will be generated over here. This is what you need to understand. And then even if you don't want to keep that step, okay, you can delete that, and you can go back. This is what earlier, this is what earlier our table is, and this is how our table right now became. So we removed all the dirty data over here. We cleaned the data. This is what exactly ETL process is. Extraction, transformation that we are doing. We are cleaning up the data. And then the Power Query means shaping and cleaning of data. So right now we are cleaning the data. So coming to like, okay, bottom rows. If you have dirty data in the bottom, then obviously you can go with remove rows and then remove bottom rows. Very simple. And then
5.
So what is that? Okay, 5, and then
5.
Do that. That will be removed. This is how. Yeah. So this is how you remove, and then we'll go with remove alternate rows. This is somewhat that you need to learn, like important thing in the scenario. Just make sure. Okay, so first of all, I do have some dirty data in the top, so I'll remove that. The top, okay, I do have 4 rows. I'll remove 4 rows, and then okay. Coming to this, this is my. It seems like my header, so I'll go as header. And then here you can see that. Okay, so right now I'll explain over here. Like I do have the second row as dirty data, and then again 4th row is dirty data, and then again 6th row is dirty data. You can see this. So let us assume this as I told right now. So from the second row, every alternate row is an dirty data. So in this scenario, what we'll do is we'll go with reduce rows, remove rows, okay, and then we'll go with alternate rows. Here it will shows like, okay, whatever things that we need to see. Like first row that you want to remove, it is asking the first row which we need to remove. The second row is my first. What is the first row that I want to remove? The second row, right?
Second row.
So obviously we'll keep that second row, and the number of rows that from starting second row, how many rows that you want to remove? Only 1 row.
One.
One row. And after that, how many rows do you want to keep? Once you've done this second row, then how many rows that you want to keep over here? Third row. Means only
One.
one row. Only one row that you want to keep, right? So after
Yes.
second row, okay, you will remove one row and then you'll keep one row. This is what you're telling over here. First row to remove is second row, and then number of rows remove, one row remove. So second row it will remove row, and then how many rows to keep? One row you're asking to keep. So second row it will remove, it will keep third row, and then next again one row remove, and then one keep row. In that way it will do that. Okay, let me show that how it looks like. So every other alternate row is deleted.
Okay.
If you want to see this, I'll show it over here, and then this is converted into this thing. Okay, and then this is how it removes.
Yes.
Okay, let me show that. Or this one, cancel this one. This is what we applied over here. If you want to like reback and then check it out what you have been done, this gear mark is there, right? Over here.
Yes.
That you can do, and then this is how. And then this alternate rows is used for a lot of other things that you can manipulate. If you have a query that, okay, sir, I don't want to remove alternate rows. I do have like, okay, from second, third, and fourth are dirty data, and after that, all my, not the second one, like third, fourth, fifth are dirty data. Okay, and then rest are all neat data. Like then what you can do that? Then obviously we'll to go here in this scenario. Okay, again I'll do this. I'll remove this scenario. Then again I'll just do this. Okay, with another example. So here in here, what is that? Okay, yet to come P2 and in progress are dirty data. Yet to come P2 and in progress are dirty data. I want to remove these three things, and then I want to remove all the other things. Then what we'll do? First row to start is fourth, and number of rows to put is 3. And then if you give 1 or 3 something else, then obviously it will again come back and again remove these. But I don't want to remove other things. I want to keep all the things. So what you can do, if you know what are the remaining rows, you can give them. If you don't know what are the remove rows, just simply give the total count of that particular rows. You can get the total count. Maybe in 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs. Okay, you can obviously do that. So you can give 15.
Okay.
Rather than giving 6 to 15, it will be like 9, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you give 10, the same answer, and then if you give 15, the same answer. It is difficult for us to count the numbers. It is easy to us to know how many rows are simply. So we'll give that and then just do that. The yet to come P2 and in progress will be deleted. Yet to come P2 and in progress was deleted over here.
Yes, correct.
This is how you do. And then in some cases, like, okay, there will be like scenarios like, there'll be scenarios like, okay, you need to remove 3 rows, and after that you need to keep 2 rows, and then again after that you need to remove only 1 row. It's not like symmetric things. Here P1 yet to come and P2, 3 rows you need to remove, and after that you need to come and you need to remove hold. And after that you need to keep all them. There is no symmetric way. 3, 1, 3, not like that. 3, 1, and then afterwards you need 1 row remove. So in that case, you need to apply this to multiple times. You need to first of all delete these 3 and then leave all those rows. And again, you need to apply this function and then remove this 8th one. You need to keep 2 steps over here. That is what the Power BI give us right now. Maybe in future it may give us a lot of options, but right now, what at this instance we do this option. I'll remove this yet to come P2 and in progress, and after that I remove hold. Okay.
Okay.
This is the scenario. And if you have any other questions, you can ask me at this instance, no issues. And then I'll try to give you all the examples, and then like 4, and then remove 3, and then like, okay, I'll give 15, and then I'll do that. So yet to come P2 and progress will be removed. Okay, and then again I just remove this hold. So we need to make it in 2 times. Okay, here I'll go with the, okay, hold is on 5th row. So 5th, and then like remove rows like 1, and then just I'll give it random number like, okay, 15 or 12 or whatever it might be, greater than this.
Yeah, 12.
Obviously that hold also will be deleted. This is how we do. We don't have
Okay.
this is what we do have. Okay, so this is regarding remove rows, and then we do have some other options also, like remove duplicates. If we have a lot of duplicates and if you want to delete them, just go ahead and remove duplicates. Right now I don't have any duplicates over here. So if you have duplicates, if you want to remove them, just duplicates. If you have remove blank rows, and if you want to remove them, you can click remove blank rows. And if you have errors over here, you can remove the errors. That's up to you. Okay. And then right now we'll go with keep rows. Okay. Let us suppose that I do have a lot of dirty data over here, and I feel like from the 4th row to 13th row I do have like good data which is needed. So all other data I don't want to do them. So it is better to do one time, like keep rows one time, rather than doing remove rows from the top and then remove rows from the bottom. Okay, you can use it from the alternate tables also, like remove rows or whatever you can do. But here I just need only the middle data. I want to keep this data. So obviously go to remove rows, reduce rows, and then I just want to go with keep rows and then keep range of rows. So my range of rows is like from 4 to 13.
13. Number of rows.
Number of rows. Like then obviously like it will be like
10.
10, maybe probably 10 or 9. I hope so. I'm not sure. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, 10.
Say that again, then we'll get the data. Then afterwards you'll make it.
Okay.
That's it.
Header.
So rather than removing 2 times, like top data and bottom data, we'll just keep it in the middle data. How we do it. Like as per the requirement, you need to choose whichever is useful, and then whichever gets lesser steps. That is the only thing that you need to practice. And then this is not important data here. No. And then, no. And here, if you want to like create column names, then just if you want to create the column names, you can click double click, and then you can write the column name, like whatever it might be. That is the easiest way to do that. Okay, and then once you do that, you can see the names will change, and then like
rename.
PRY. Like that, you can change it. Just double click that one, and then you can do that. Okay. That's it. And if you want to rename the table, you can rename from here, and then or else you can double click and you can rename from here also. Okay, so you do have 2 options to rename the table, and then for the column you can double click over here, and then even you can filter over here. You can even filter over here also, but it doesn't replicate over there. Okay, so that's it. It's just to test case only. Just to test here what is the data and how many types of data. Maybe we do have lakhs of rows. In that time, we'll want to see whatever the data is. You can see from here. That's it. Okay, this is what exactly like regarding remove rows. Okay, and then in real time, what you'll do is like you create everything in groups. That will be like always useful. So I'll just create a group and tell you how to create a group. Okay, and then like these are like remove rows. Okay. I created a group, and then if you want to write a description, you can write it over here. Once I create the group, okay, I'll just move all those things into that. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then right click, and then move to group, and then if you want to create a new group, you can create, or then you can move to right new group. So everything moved into remove rows. That's it. Okay. So right now I'll get some other data that we can practice in some other data. So come over here and then new source and get some data. I want to go with like split by second thing.
Okay.
There are a lot of things that need to be done in split by. Okay, I'll just brief you. Okay, and then I'll let you know how they look like. So you can see this right now. I do have some other data, and then every data came over here. Okay, I don't want to keep all this other data into this thing. I want to create this into another folder. Let's right click and then new group. Yeah, I want to give it like split columns. SPLID. Split columns. I want to create that, and afterwards, I want to move all this other data. I want to move them into group split columns. Got this, even this one also like move to
Yes.
split columns. Yeah, so I got all these things in split columns. First of all, we'll go with the this kind of data. Where is this? Okay, what is this column? And then by split space columns. Where is this column? Yep, this one. And then right now you can see this is my header. Okay, so I'll make it first as header, and then afterwards you can see all these things. Like I do have like in real time, what happens is like the data will be clubbed in some other way. Maybe I don't know why, because something may happen and then we may get the data like this. So in that time, this is why we go with ETL part, like transformation, cleaning and shaping the data. Okay, so they gave it like this. Okay, so for Google Pay, they made an type number ID. For cash, they'll made an ID like based upon this. Okay, the payments, whichever it happens, okay, they'll give an ID for that. So a lot of payments are there, and then for that payment, we'll have like a payment type ID, and this is like payment name. This would be converted into two things. This was clubbed and came to us, and we need to split it into two, and then you can use that thing. That is our requirement. We don't want these two clubbed over here. We need to use this column. We do have some scenarios to use this only one or two things. We don't want to check with this Google Pay entire things. We don't want to type and compare with this. We can simply compare with where sales is equal to 103. Then obviously we'll get all the sales which were done with ICICI Bank. Simple things.
Okay.
So for that, what we'll do is we'll come over here and we'll split these columns. So here we can split the columns. We do have a lot of options to split the columns. So in this example, what we'll do is I need this number to be splitted. Okay, and then this Google Pay should be split. So we do have sequence kind of things, like after every number we do have a space over here. So that is called delimiter. Like okay, delimiter, what we call them. Like delimiters will be like lot of times space. I'll show whatever all those. So I'll go over here. We'll come again, split columns, and then by delimiter means we'll get this table. This column will be split into other columns. That is what we are trying to do. So there will be a lot of options here. Okay, I'll explain one by one. Okay, even advanced options also I'll explain. Okay, just to keep in mind. Okay, so first my delimiter is space. So after every one or number, I do have a space. So I do obviously took as space, and then if you click this, there are a lot of things: colon, comma, equal sign, semicolon, space, and tab. Even you can make it custom. You can give your own delimiter, any character or anything that will take it as a delimiter. So right now it already took it as a space. Okay, that's fine with me. And then we do have split it a lot of options over here. Here leftmost delimiter, like okay, first time whenever the space is occurred, then it will delimit like okay, split the column into there itself. If you want to give the rightmost, okay, it will from the right. Okay, it will check with the space and then it will like split at that point. And then for every occurrence means, so if I have like okay three convert into three tables, three columns. So every occurrence of that delimiter, it will split it into column and then it will give into like okay some other column. So we'll practice everything. I'll give it leftmost and then like I'll click okay. I don't go with the advanced options. I'll drift left and then you can see this whenever the limit occurred, we'll split it and then make it. So again, I'll just want to make these things. And then I want to show how this happens. And right, if I give the rightmost. If I give the rightmost, you can see the first occurrence of this
Google Pay.
Google here, Google Pay. It is not like after 101, it will be after like okay, Google and Pay. Between the Google and Pay, there is a delimiter.
Yes.
From the rightmost, if you count, okay, this will be split over here. I'll show that how it looks.
Yes.
You can see this here, it was split because the first delimiter is over here. So you can understand why it is done over here.
From the right side. Yes.
From the right side, okay, you can see this. Okay.
From the right side, that is a delimiter.
First delimiter.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the first delimiter. And then, okay, I don't want to make this, and then like I want to change something else over here. And then if I make it like for each and every occurrence, then obviously you can check it out. Looks like. So which first for all these things we do have only one space between them, so it was split into two columns. But for this, okay, we do have two delimiters. So after Google also we do have space. Then again it created a column for that. But the rows which doesn't have a content for that particular column, it will give the nulls. That's it. Very simple. Did you got that, or do you want me to explain out over here again?
I got it.
Okay, you got it. That's fine, and that's fine. And then okay, and then like we'll go into like advanced things.
Okay.
Rather than going advanced right now, okay, I'll just let me finish this first of all, split the columns, and then we'll go with the advanced concepts in this split the things. Okay, first of all, let me go with normal things, and then we'll go into like right now we are splitting it into columns. Okay, and after that we'll split into it even rows also. That I'll tell in the advanced things. First, let me go in this space. So let me complete these things, and then we'll go into like rows to columns. That thing. So delimiter rows, I'll tell you like, okay, or else I'll tell you right now what is this. Yeah, delimiter with rows, I'll tell you right now, no issues. Okay. So first of all, these two things are headers. I'll just make it your first row as header. That's it. Whenever you want to make the first row as header, you'll go with first row as header.
Okay.
And then like you can see right now, like in Panama, my data is like, okay, I'll tell you what I expect and how it was like. In Panama, I do have the mode of payment, the mode of sales, and then how many units sold, the mode of sales, and then how many units sold, the mode of like or else product, or how many it was sold, how many product or how many products were sold, number of that product. Okay, maybe in that way it was written. Okay, the product name and then the quantity of the product. It was written in that way. So what happened is exactly like, okay, for it should be like, okay, in Panama, every time it should be like, okay, in a in a column manner. But here, what happened is like all the things in Panama was clubbed into one row, and then it came into like here. Like you can see this, 3 products are there, and then what their quantity is there. Everything was regarding to Panama, everything was clubbed over here. I don't want like this. I want to show it in such a way that I can segregate in Panama what are the products and how many it was done in 3 different columns and rows. So how we'll do that? I'll give an example, and then once I explain that, you will understand. Right now you may not assume what I'm exactly telling. Once I'll explain that in example, then you can understand what exactly is that. So first of all, okay, in Panama I do have like product name and the product quantity sold. So after the quantity, every time I'll just split it, and then first thing, and then afterward again I'll split it. I'll show you how we'll do that rather than telling that, and then using delimiter. Okay, for each occurrence of, okay, I just not the comma. This is like semicolon is there. Go with semicolon. This one after 1020, you can see that.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and then I'll go with rows. If I'm going too fast, you can pause me. No, I'm just I want to make it like in one session. That's why I'm just going in a pace. If you want me to go slow, definitely I'll go slow. No issues.
No, okay. I'll see.
Okay, is it okay right now? Is this okay?
Yeah, it's okay for me.
Okay, then okay, I'll just go with the rows. I want to make it into rows, so it doesn't goes over here. It comes over here. Like you can see how it looks.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I've been given a wrong thing. Okay, and then I need to convert this one. Okay, it's okay. I'll do it again. Sorry. I just clicked on this column and then I done it. I'm sorry. And then you need to click on this one, on this column, and then you need to do that. Okay. Split columns,
Okay.
and then by delimiter. Again, I'm trying to go that, and then like comma, not comma, semicolon, and then like each occurrence. Okay, no issues. And then like go for rows, and I click OK. You can see this right now. This ACME and then one quantity has been split into like, so 4 products were there in Panama. So four times product Panama is came, and then 4 products were split into this. So this is how we'll convert that. And again, right here, okay, I'll just want to go with delimiter again, like split with delimiter, and then I want to make it right now into other column. Right now it's comma, then each occurrence or left occurrence, and then not advanced, and then split. You can see this. So quantity is separated into something else, and then like product names has been separated into something else, and then for each and every country, how this product sold how many units. For this Panama, Globex to 2040. Like this is how you can do that. Check that. Okay, got the point? From here to we convert it here to here.
Yeah.
So if you find any queries at any instant, you can stop me. Okay.
No, I'm good.
So this is what. So you can see this very. If you can't assume what we need, we can't bring it to here. So requirement.
Okay.
While you get the requirement, you need to just understand what exactly you need. Based upon that, you need to like do these things to convert into that whatever the requirement we do have. So that is basic important thing. You need to, whenever you see the data, you need to come to know like, okay, yeah, I just need to do these operations right now, and then I'll get this answer. Okay, this is what you need to get into your brain. Then only you can do that. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I was speaking since 10 o'clock. They continue speaking. Delimiter finished, and then I'll go with what is the second option, that is like number of characters. Okay, so number of characters, and then counts. Yeah, this is another table, other requirement. This is a real-time requirement. Obviously, we will find this kind of things a lot. Okay, so just keep in mind how we'll do that. Okay, first row is a header. Obviously, I made it in the first header. You can see this. Okay, so this is an order number. This is an order number of a particular sales handle, and then my requirement is like, okay, that doesn't have any state column in that particular table. That doesn't have any state column in that particular table. But what they do is, while they create the order number, okay, they mend, like, okay, they added the country also in the order number, like in which country the order happened, and then on which date the order has been placed. This type of things they have been added in this thing.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm sorry, I've been small data I've been given in the wrong way. I'll show you what is that. Okay, but remaining data I'll tell you. Like right now, from this data, I want to pick my country. So what state or whatever it might be. So here the first 2 characters represents my state or province, whatever we call it in US. Okay, state or province. Even in India also, like, okay, we'll do these things in abbreviations like AP, Telang, TG, and then TN, UP. Yeah, we'll do that. So same way, like they here in this order number they gave this, but we don't have any state column over here. So right now what they ask is like, okay, they want to filter with the state. So we can't do that. So what we do is, from the existing data, we'll create a new like, okay, we'll create a table, we create a column in such a way that we'll get all these states. So just split the data using number of characters, and then I know that first 2 characters are my things, and then like I'll just go and keep the 2 characters and not repeatedly from the left. Once as left, once as far as left. So first 2 characters, after that it will split that things for us. Just the states and the order number. Just don't consider about this. Okay, this is other thing that we can do that. Okay, so right now you consider about this. So we got the columns. We got the country names or state names, whatever we need. So
Yeah.
in this manner, the real-time scenarios will be like, okay, and then it happens like this way. They will come into they will come like clubbed kind of things, and then we need to convert it as per our requirement. And then let us suppose that okay, we have some other requirement like okay, I do have like all the left part is not necessary for me. All the right 4 digits are my quantity sold, or all the right part is my amount that I got from this order. So right 4 digits is my amount that was clubbed unfortunately in this particular order number. So the client told that okay, we don't have the sales, and then amount that was clubbed in order number only. Unfortunately, it was done. So you need to get the data from that. So right 4 digits are my sales amount or whatever it may be. So obviously we'll go with the right position, and then like we'll give 4, and then so right 4 digits we will get it into some other things. This how we'll make it as per our requirements. Then we'll go and check it out one more example, and then if we want to like make it like if you have for every 2 characters, if we have to split, then obviously we'll go like split it every 2 characters and repeatedly we'll go with this thing. So obviously we'll split for every 2 characters. Here it is like 0 1 0 1. So obviously it made it like 1. Okay. Okay, that's fine. And then like this is what exactly like split by okay split by characters. And then at the same time we do have this example like okay. So let me show what exactly it shows right now. Till now we have been converted this into like different columns. Right now I want to make this the same thing into rows. We use advanced options and do that. Use first rows headers and then just simple things. First and after that, okay, I'll tell you like how it looks like. I do have state and then like okay or yeah, I'm sorry, Andy, it was like okay. Is that recording? I'm sorry. Recording was stopped. I don't know. Just pause it. Yep, and then we'll continue this. Okay, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay, and then we'll do is like okay. Yeah, here I'll this is another example, real-time example. In my group A, okay, I do have 2 countries, and then there are 2 different sales over there, but all the data clubbed over here in the different format. I just need to convert it as it looks like, where we can work it exactly with that. So right now we can't work with these things. This is clubbed data, so we need to shape the data right now, clean the data. So I'll go with this thing and then by number of positions, and then I'll go with what is that? Okay, 6 positions. 6 positions, and then like not once from the left, and then I go with advanced and then make it rows. Again, I'm sorry. Again, I done it in a false way. I just need to click this. I'm sorry for that. Okay, and then I just okay, no issues. That's one other practice. And then 6, and then go ahead. Every time you need to click that particular column, that is mandatory. So right now you can get this okay in group A in Panama, like okay, you have like these many sales, and then group A. Okay, US, okay, you do have this section. Group B, like there are 2 groups who made the sales. Group A made some sales, and the group B made some sales in Panama and USA, and then that was earlier in this manner. Right now you converted this, and then from here you can even just a minute, just Yeah, okay, and then like here again, you can make it split by positions again to make it more convenient data number of positions on this particular table, and then you can give 2 and then like not repeatedly from the ones, and then again right now I want to make it into columns, so I'll just do that. So I'll get the columns over here. So group A Panama from here to here.
Yes.
This is how we'll plan how to do that. Okay, so once you see the data, you need to assume that what exactly is this and where to cut and then where to split it, and then what afterwards what you need to do. If you reverse the process, obviously it will be into like different kind of data. So we need to understand what need to be done over here carefully, and then we will go through that. Okay, that is second option, and then we'll go with the third option. That is like very interesting option, which is like by positions columns. Okay, the same data which we discussed earlier. And then, like, yeah, and then let's make it like, okay, first was header. Yeah, okay, and then come here, like here, if you want to make it by positions, okay, here that will give an advanced concept kind of options. Here, at one time you can make it like different. Here earlier we do have only, if you want to split that, okay, into like second position and then fifth position, random positions, we don't have any options. In characters, we don't have options to split it at random characters at one time. If you want to split it random characters, then we need to repeatedly come again and then we need to do that. But here we can do it in random characters. So right now I want to split it at 1 to 0. 0 position I want to start and then I want to split at 2. After that I want to split at 10. Exactly at 10. 10th position. Okay.
Okay.
And that's okay, that's my thing. And then that's what I want. Like, so it was split into like this. Okay, so you can assume that, okay, this is my date. So it was supposed to be like 08. I manually made it a mistake. It was 08. Okay, I made it like 80. So just keep it in mind. This is 01 20 like 2021 2012, and then 01 like first month 20th date 2011, and then 8th month 20th date 2010, and then second month, like this is how it was also clubbed over here. The date also clubbed over here. Okay. So in this way, data might be clubbed and okay comes in different ways, and then as per our requirement, we will split it and we will get the data outside, and then you will use that. Here they gave only one order number, which consists of okay the state name and the date of sales, and then that's order number. So we got all these things in one number, and then we want to make these things split over here in as we require and as we need it, and then afterwards we will convert this. We will just apply and close, and then move into PBA, and then there we will write the DAX, whatever.
Okay.
So earlier we can't segregate as per like okay country. We have a lot of difficulties, and then we don't have any date over here. At what date, how much, what order has been done. We don't have. Right now we can segregate this after cleaning the data. This is what the process. And then we will do the same thing for rows also. And come over here and first was header. And again, like earlier things, what we have been done, the same things, we'll use it by position, not this one. We need to click over here, cancel. We need to click over here and then by position. And things if you want to make it like
02.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to make it like 02 only. I don't want to go with any other things.
4.
I don't want to make that thing. Okay, let me show you what these things are. Oh no, I made it wrong position. So I'll get like this. So I don't want to make like this. So not it two at 6 I want. Yep, right now I got like this, and afterwards again I'll use the same thing and then questions. Second question. That's it. Get the data.
Okay.
So this is what we do exactly, like based upon characters and then based upon positions. Okay, that is what we can do, and then we do have some other options over here, like lowercase to upper, digit to non-digit. We'll do that. Okay, lower to upper. It's very interesting kind of thing. I'll tell you like how it looks like. You can see this. Okay, what we exactly need over here is whenever it converts from lower small character, small letter to capital letter,
Capital.
or capital or lower level to upper letter, then obviously it need to be split. That is what I just needed. My requirement is in such a way. Like let us suppose that okay, real time how it comes is like okay, my first name and then my like last name. Those two comes over here like this, but I need to split it over here. I don't know where to split. I don't know where it was like up to where my first name is there and then what is my last name. But only thing is like they write every word in capital letters. Like for all the first character of the first name will be like capital letters, and the last name first letter is capital letters. If it was written in that kind of things, then obviously we can split. We know that whenever it was converted from lower level to capital letter, then obviously we can tell that that is the position where it need to be split. So that is what we will use over here. So lower to upper.
Okay.
So even index, we also know like how to split. Okay, using left also we can split from okay 3 characters or 4 characters. But here we don't know how many characters are there. And sometimes it was 3 characters, and sometimes it was 5 characters. And as per the first name length, it will depends upon. We can't give the characters and then we can ask it to split it. Okay, and there is no delimiter also between that. Okay, so we can use the delimiter. Only thing is whenever the last name will be start from a capital letter, and so this is the logic that we find to break that thing. So based upon that, we made it into 2 columns. So I got the first name over here and then last name over
Yeah.
here. That is what in real time what we do is like okay, we don't exactly do this to show you like okay, I'll just duplicate this first of all. I'll duplicate this column. I'll just keep it remained like that only. I don't want to remove this. And right now for this copy, I'll go ahead and just make it into like okay, so for full name, first name, last name.
Okay.
I'll come over here and then I'll write it like first name. I will come over here and then double click and then last name. That's that. This is what it is in real time. So every scenario is real time based. Okay, you need to like keep it in mind like how these kind of things will be worked out.
Okay. Prashant, do we actually get this type of task? I mean, like this type of Power Query editor. I mean, like, do we get a chance to do all this? Like when we get a task?
Definitely. Not in all the projects, but okay, in scenarios, sometimes it will happen. And sometimes we need to do these kind of things. And then same, and probably most of the times we do have all these kind of things in part. Like in DAX also. In DAX also we do have these things, but okay, sometimes it is easier to do over here, and then sometimes it is easier to do over there. So as per our ease and as per our convenience, we'll do those things. That's it.
Okay.
Even some people will do this even in like okay M language also. They'll if they are good at like M language, they'll write the directive code over here. Like this is what okay written for this particular thing. This is what to split this particular thing. This is the code that have been written. Very simple thing. It's not too complex. That okay. Rename. I just rename this from word to copy to last name. That's what it was written. Table dot rename columns. And this was the earlier step. Split columns by character. That is the earlier step. It will written over here. Just see this. This is the earlier step over here. Split columns by characters. Can you see my mouse? My mouse pointer. Can you see me? Can you see? Right side in the applied steps. This is my earlier step, so it will take the earlier step and the earlier step, and then it will write word copy 1. It changed it to first name. Then word copy 2. Earlier it was the table name, column name, and right now it changed to last name. Yeah, that's it. So Once while you do Power Query, if you observe this, then obviously you'll know Power Query, like mlong.
Okay.
There is no such kind of
M-
difficulties. Only thing is, and even the function names also in mlong will be like normal kinds. Rename column. That's it. What we are doing, the same thing will be over there in the English.
column.
No such
Okay.
kind of complex words we need to like. No need to remember also. But at
Okay.
this instance, we don't go with the KM language. Most of the people will go with mouse operations. That is the easiest way. Then remembering all those things and then right. They're well aware of that. You will go with language, but still will go with mouse operations.
Okay.
That is the easier way for people. And then coming to here, okay, we have been done this with columns and then upper to lower. Then we'll go with the upper to lower. So let me do this. Okay, so again, my first row is my header. Okay, and then I converted this. Sorry, first here first row is header, and then my row, and then here I want to like whenever I convert from okay upper to lower, I just need to convert it. This need to be converted. So obviously I'll go with that option, upper to lower, and then so obviously every occurrence of upper to lower it created a column. This so this is all. There is no special things over here. That's it. And then like we do have digit to non-digit. Yeah, here you can see this. Okay, my serial number and my pet name was clubbed over here. I just want to just separate them. So you can see first it is digit and then it is non-digit, right?
Yes.
Earlier, first it was digit and then non-digit. So we'll go and split it by digit to non-digit. Digit to non-digit.
Digit to non-digit. Okay.
Digit, you'll get the digit and the non-digit over here in the two columns. And then we will have non-digit digit. So first animals, okay, this was like header.
Header.
And then like how many pets were sold. Okay, then obviously how many pets were sold or how many pets were born in last month.
Okay.
So the number was mixed into that particular pet name. So obviously I want to separate that. So here first one is non-digit.
Non-digit.
And then obviously we'll go with non-digit. That's it. So in this way we'll get these things, and then if we missed anything, so we complete all this split column kind of things. That's it. So like minimize this. So we've been done a split columns and this. So we'll just come over here and then get some data. Plus, okay. No source Excel files. Then we'll go with one and pivot. Yeah, I'll pivot and pivot concepts. That's fine. Let me get the data for us. Yeah, so these are my things. Okay.
Okay.
So everything need to be highlighted in a gray color. That only we can move all the. I want to make it in a new group. What is this? Pivot and pivot. Pivot. And pivot. Yeah, pivot and pivot. So you have a lot of things. Okay, first of all, for doing that, I do have some other things need to be discussed over here. I want to create that thing. So I want to create index for this. So we can create index also. That is another column. So an index column, and then we have a lot of things over here in index column. So if we click from 0, then obviously it will start an index column from 0. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, Prasad. Now I can.
Okay, sorry. Maybe today కొంచెం stable గా లేదు. Maybe due to heavy rains over here.
Okay.
Juan cyclone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And then coming to like, okay, you do have like, you can start it from 100 also. You can start it from 1,000 also, because in some sales kind of things, if the company is new, they don't want to start with the zero. It makes an impression that it is very new. Nobody done a sales and I am the first one. We feel like that. If we see the like, okay, whatever number is like from 1,000 or 2,000, obviously we'll feel like, okay, already 1,000 people has been done. So ours is like, okay, from our order number is like 1,001, then obviously we feel the same thing, and that is the reason why obviously new companies don't give the sales numbers or whatever things in the beginning zero. They want to start it from 1,000 or 2,000 or somewhere else.
Okay.
That's its human psychology, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In that case, okay, obviously they'll want to start the index from 2,000. So obviously it will start from 1,000.
Okay.
And here we do have another option also. In some cases, I don't want in like continuous numbers. I just want an alternate numbers. Obviously, increase. How many numbers increase? You want to, like, every time it should be increasing for two, and then it will give me index. Should be all
Even numbers.
that it will happen. So as per our requirement, we'll generate this.
Okay.
It's not like only the row number or whatever it might be. Anything, if we need it in that manner, so we'll come over here and create that.
Okay.
Series generation, just like a number in a series, generating a number in a series. That's it. And then coming over here is like, yeah, this is a concept very useful and very useful in real time.
Okay.
Very useful in real time. There will be a lot of scenarios comes over here on this. Okay, and then if we can't do that pivot and unpivot things, then we can't even move for one step also over there. We will find that kind of situations also. We need to understand when that we need to like pivot and when we need to like unpivot. I'll tell you exactly and then what are options that are available over here. Okay. So here, my scenario is like, okay, I don't want to see this USA need to be in columns, and then this dates should not be in repetitions, and then I did need to get this, whatever the dates over here in this rows, and then the US should be like in columns. The country should be in the column. The countries should be like in column. How many countries are there? That's many columns I need, and this date should be comes in this way. So to once in the rows. Once I'll show you the output, then you will understand what exactly we are trying to do. Okay? So first of all, go ahead, and then we'll have like pivot times. Yeah, pivot columns. If you click that, okay, obviously last, okay, the value type. Okay, so here this value is this one, not the date values. Based upon values, it will pivot the other columns. That is one. And then whatever we want to convert that into columns, we will click that one and then we'll do that. Just one thing. So I don't have any repetition dates. Okay, so dates and then yes, and then sales in that. Okay. Orthology.
Prasad, can you repeat this again?
This is what exactly. So I just need this dates to be over here in columns, and then this countries should be in separate columns. Countries should be in separate columns.
Separate column. Okay.
That is my requirement. And then what I want to do is like, okay, I want to add, for example, I want to add total sales of US. Can you do over here?
Okay.
It will be like difficult. We can do it over here, but it will be like somewhat difficult. And then even if we need to like scrutiny with the data also, then it will be like difficult part to do it over here. So if we convert right now here, then obviously you'll come to column and then you'll sum out USA. You'll sum this and then that will be like total.
Okay.
That will be easier for you. Even if you want to like short it by date also, sum of sales on this particular where date is equal to this one. Obviously, we'll get this answers in DAX very easily.
Okay.
To make the output, we are not getting directly the output over here. To get the output over there in the DAX, okay, in the calculations, we are making it in such a way that it will be like convenient over there in the DAX to get the output.
Okay.
What we are doing is like exactly ఇక్కడ మనకి ఏదైతే DAX values మనం completely 100% requirement ni we are not getting over here. We are making an ఈజీగా రిక్వైర్మెంట్ మనకి DAX లో రావడానికి కోసం మనం ఇక్కడ దానికి కావాల్సిన ప్రీ మోడిఫికేషన్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో చేసి పెడుతున్నాం. సో వన్స్ ఇది అక్కడికి తీసుకెళ్ళిన తర్వాత DAX లో మనకి ఈజీ అయిపోతుంది.
Okay, okay.
That is what we are trying to do. Like we are not getting the answer directly. Right now we are not getting the total over here.
Yeah.
We are making it convenient so that we can write a simple DAX over there and then we can achieve that. This is what exactly.
Okay.
Earlier stage లో ఉన్నప్పుడు data మన DAX లో రాయడం it is very difficult. We can't do that. So definitely not like can't do that. It will be like very difficult for us. And in some scenarios, data inception will be there and then we can't do. If there is data inception, then we can't do. So making it easier, we'll do things over here and then we'll go there and we'll make it very easy, convenient DAX and then that will be useful. So in that case, okay, so we'll use this kind of thing. And at the same time, let us suppose that here we don't go with any advanced options. We'll go with advanced options. So if you want to sum that, you can sum that. If I have like, okay, on the same day, let us see over here. If I have, okay, in US, if I have on 6th, I will have 2 to 3 sales, then obviously it will add all those things because I gave sum over here. If I give count,
okay,
obviously on that particular day I got only one sale, whatever it might. So if I have multiple sales on that particular day, we'll get that count of that particular sale.
75.
So this is like there are a lot of options over here coming to like advanced options. Okay, that we will do accordingly. So we want to count like how many orders were done on that particular date. If you want to make it over here, then just count up. Then you can write the DAX over there, but still making it easier over here. That's it. Then minimum, maximum, and then some average, whatever. Don't aggregate also. Obviously, we'll get that. If you want to don't aggregate, then obviously if there are repeated values on that particular day, then we'll get 2 dates. And then that is what happens. So this is what pivot means. So pivot is nothing but converting the rows into columns, the columns into rows, whatever it might be. Main thing is like, okay, rows into columns. In such a way,
మీ వాయిస్ చాలా బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది.
Break out of that. I'm sorry. So just 1 minute. Let me check with my data.
ప్రసాద్ వినిపిస్తుందా?
Yep. I can hear you.
చాలా బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది వాయిస్.
Okay. Just let me change my network. It's raining heavily. Can you hear me right now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, that's fine, Andy. This is what exactly pivot is. It will be used in these kind of scenarios, and then these kind of scenarios will face regularly. And then don't aggregate also we have been done, and then unpivot. This is the concept that we need to understand what exactly and then how we need it. Just I'll explain you once I'll do that things. And then,
okay.
First of all, first row is 100. This is my first row. It is 100. Dates are there. So once we convert that, we'll find that. Okay. Here I do have countries, and then like here I do have like dates. So here my scenario is like, okay, I just want to keep the dates in Slicer. You know Slicer, right?
Yes.
Okay, in the visualization, if you want to keep the dates in slicer, and then if you want to filter on which date the sales has been done, okay, so we can't do it over here. So here, what we need it, all the dates should come over here in the rows. I don't want to make this in this format. I want this whatever the months in the row format. Then only I can keep that particular all the dates will be in one column, and then all the values will be in another column, and then I can keep this particular column the date into slicer, and then I can slice the data. That is what we can do. So unless until there is like the data is in this format in different columns, then we can't take different columns into one slicer. We can take only one column into one slicer, and then we can filter that. So in that scenario, what we can do, we need to convert all these columns into rows, and these rows of these values should be into another particular uh, column. So to do that, okay, we can do with unpivot. That's a very simple thing. Very simple thing. Let's set up that unpivot columns. And then we'll have unpivot columns, unpivot other columns. I have been selected this. I want to unpivot all other columns, then I'll go with unpivot other columns. Okay. If you select these columns, control hold it, and then if you select these columns, means what we'll do, we'll go with this and get this. So here you can see all the dates came into one things and then all the row values. So right now, what I can do is I'll just take this attribute columns and then keep it in the slicer, and then I'll get all these dates, and then if I click one date, I'll get the date and sales of that particular date.
Okay.
This is also important. Pivot and pivot we will do regularly. Not all the things, but these things will come in real time scenario. And then we'll go with whatever. Okay, I hope this was column from example. This is very easy and very interesting concept. Very easy and very interesting concept. And then let us suppose that I don't have any like a good DAX knowledge or good Power Query knowledge, but as things something need to be done. What I can do is I can tell the Power Query some examples, and then if Power Query need to understand what I am telling, and then it need to work. This is very funny and then very interesting. Like you don't write anything and then you don't tell anything. You don't click anything. Only thing is like you will tell Power Query some examples how you want to like get the data, and it will do for you. Very interesting part of it. So right now, I do have two things. One in this one, add columns. Exactly. A column from examples, and then like I want to go with the selections. So from these selected two columns, I want something over here new. So my intention is like, okay, I want to make it like first name and last name, mix it. Okay. I gave an example for that.
Okay.
Also, let's just make it first name and last name combined, and then I didn't told them to combine or something. I didn't tell anything. I gave an example.
Okay.
I click enter. So obviously I got all that.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So I want to not, I don't want to make like that over here. I want to make it like Ram space Prasad. Alright, I gave an example and
Enter. Space.
I don't want to make these things like here. And sometimes it are unable to understand. So still will be that R space Prasad. So it is taking like every time, okay, for the last name, every time it takes R. So it is feeling like
first
that.
letter of
First letter, no, not first letter of this. It is taking like, okay, some R character is given for every.
Oh, okay.
It took like that. So obviously what I'll do, I'll come over here, the second value. And then I'll tell the example, it's not every time I'm taking R right now. It is case sensitive, we need to give it in the same case. If it is like, okay, small capital K and then we give the small k, it doesn't. Power BI, Power Query is case sensitive. Total Power Query is case sensitive. So once I'm done with this thing, and then I'll enter. Right now you can see.
Yeah.
Perfectly done. So again, that is how we can make it, and then like afterwards, okay, and then if I want to like count how many characters are there in the second first last name, you can find it from here also. Simply space. Then how many things? Then this here also like okay 6. No, I want to write it here. Yeah, it is unable to find that one. Okay, so
Yes.
I'll make it 6 again, and you can see every time it is taking 6. It is feeling like okay, it's not like character length. That is hard coding some digit. Then obviously I'll go over here and then how many characters? 7. Yeah, it is unable to understand. Then we need to give some examples over here.
Okay.
Whenever it is unable to understand, then we need to like most of the things that will try to get that one, but
DEV.
DEV. Okay.
3.
Yeah, it is trying to get that, but still it is unable to understand. Here it got that name.
Yeah, 6.
So we need to write some other examples like M space PABU space 4 maybe. So here no, it's not taking. Like maybe some difficulties is facing. Like okay, we don't like in this way we'll try to give some other examples, maybe a couple of examples, and then it will take that rather than writing the code. We can simply give the examples. It is easier to give the examples, right, rather than writing the code.
Yes.
So obviously that is the easier way. And then like I don't want to do this thing, and then I want to another example. So I'll cancel this, and then I'll show you like another example like this, and then some examples, selections. I'll write it over here. From salary is and then what is that? Okay, 19500. See,
yes.
This gives us a lot of things, and like you can do wonders from this if you know how to properly use this. There will be a lot of burden reduction for you. Burden will get the burden reduced a lot of times. Why? Because okay, obviously every time you don't need to write something or you don't to write with custom columns or you don't need to do this. Simply you can do something over here based upon the columns and then just click OK. You'll get the column over here and then you can just take the column to Power Query and then that's fine. Okay. So this is an advanced concept. Like it takes the artificial intelligence of that particular Power BI and then calculates as per this. I'm not telling that each and everything that you will get it, but most of the things you'll get it from here. Only thing is you need to just be patient and then give some examples and then it will try to understand that.
Okay.
Convey in such a way that it should be understood. Even not only that, you can do a lot of. I'll just give you another.
Okay.
I'll take this one and then follow some examples. Okay. Selections. Right now I have this one, this column, and then based upon that I want to increase 500 salary for everyone. That is my salary. So I want to reduce 500 salary to everyone. So it is unable to understand. So 7,000.
Yeah. 7,000. Yes.
5,000 reduce to everything. So this is how you can do that. And then any calculation level, whatever things I want to do that, and then okay. I want to calculate.
So,
yeah, go ahead. You can give an example, no issues.
Sorry.
You can give an example if you need it. If you want to try anything,
I was like, we can give n number of columns, right?
Yes, you can give a number of columns, not an issue. Okay. Yeah, I've been told like okay, first earlier times I have been taken only I've been taken only two columns, and then I gave you, and after that I've been taken 3 columns. All the columns that have been shown.
Yeah.
Based upon that, you can give that. If you have 2 columns, and then if you want to multiply this and that, then obviously you can give that. And you can take a number of columns, not like that. Okay. Based upon that, there will be some conditions that you need to follow. Like one is text and one is some numeric value. And if you want to multiply that, that will be difficult to kind of.
Okay.
That is what we need to understand. And then if you want to like make it like I want to make it
to 20,000. Make it 20,000.
Then if you want to like whatever things like you want to make it like 8,000.
Yes. Yes, got it.
So here you can see this. Okay. So what you are expecting? Are you adding 500? Are you rounding up to the nearest upper value?
Yeah.
So if you're rounding up to the nearest
Adding
upper value, adding 500 is fine. If you want to round up to the next upper value or round it up, then you need to like okay convert this into like this is. I just want to like round it up to the next upper value.
Okay.
Next upper value. Then obviously I'll come over here and again I'll write it like 31,000. Then you understand. Oh, this guy is rounding up to the next upper value. We need to like write it one more time. One other thing.
18,000.
One or two times we need to write and then we'll understand. We'll understand. Or else you want to make it like 3,500. Once again, just note to click like this, double click. Or here one or two columns, obviously get that. That's it. You can do a lot of changes over here. That is like a column from examples. This is an advanced concept, and then you can practice a lot of things over here, and then you can take it to the Power Query. It is an easiest way. What I feel is like rather than doing a lot of complex kind of things, you can use these things to create very easily, and then you can take them. Time saving. Sometimes rather than writing a large complex DAX functions, it's easy over here, and then you can directly take it. That is what. So these are things. Okay. So shall we stop today over here, and or we will continue? It's up to you.
Okay, that's okay. We'll continue on Monday.
Okay, that's fine. And then I'll just stop it and then I'll send it to you. I just let me check whether it was why because it was discontinued a lot of times today.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking from beginning.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, it was there and it was there in the recording. Okay, no issues. I'll try to do that and I'll send you the link or something else so that you can see this. Okay. So this is a part one of Power Query, and then we'll finish the part two, whole Power Query in the next session, and then we'll go into like other topics in the next session. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'll give you these examples and then these queries, all these things, the description or whatever. I mean, whatever are the things, even or your group or number. Okay. So from there you can get the data and then you can practice the same things from your side. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
In the real time also we will in the real time also we'll be getting these kind of examples. I mean like this kind of task, right?
Yes, this kind of tasks. Okay, not exactly the same names are not or exactly the same things. Okay.
But the similar one.
Similar one. And then once you've done everything, okay, then what you'll do is like, okay, simply that I need to tell, okay, simply you'll come out here and then you'll close and apply. Once you close and apply, obviously all this data will be common to your Power BI desktop, and then we'll work upon that particular desktop.
Okay.
So it will be loaded and then you'll get all the data.
Okay.
Just it will take a couple of minutes and then come over here. Just give me 1 minute. Depending upon the system speed and depending upon the internet speed and whatever thing. Not exactly here, internet is not necessary, but still depending upon the system speed, RAM and the processor, everything, it will take the time. And as per the data also, the data is too big, obviously it takes some time. We need to be patient with that.
Okay.
Node is finished, everything came over here, and then let me just show you an example. Like, okay, I want to take a table. The table visualization, I want to show like whatever the things have been practiced and how they will be useful. Also, just one other things like okay, gateway positions, and then I want to show you the tables once again, how they look like. Characters. Okay, so this one. So here, okay, I got this based upon that. So what would you do? So here, okay, rather than writing a DAX for this one, okay, if we want this one, obviously we'll write a DAX over here, but we done it in a very easy way. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so what is that example? Okay, a column from examples that we've been done. Sorry. Where is that USA kind of? We split it the column into like okay, split columns. Yes, USA kind of things. Yeah, okay. Here you can see this. Okay, and then earlier it was like split column table. Position by the position. You can see this. Okay, right now earlier it was like in a single number.
Yes.
And then right now we got this. Okay, so again I just want to like take a slicer and then I want to filter with my okay state name or whatever it might. So whenever my state is Panama, I want my sales. So we can get that. Then you can make it in such a way like okay, I want the sales for that. But earlier it was like single line. We can't make this kind of visuals or whatever it might be with that particular single thing. Okay, that single thing we can't able to do that. But right now I can do this. I can do this and then like I can take this thing. Earlier this one is my sales.
Prasad, give me 1 second.
Yep. So here, okay, earlier you can see the data was in such a format like we can't even make anything. Like okay, complete it. All the data will be like used to be like in one row and one column.
Yeah.
And after that, we made it segregated, and right now you can show it in even this format, like okay, in this fashion, like in this column, everything.
Okay.
So this is what when the data is like in dirty format or unformatted type, okay, then we can't do show anything. So once we done it as per our requirement, then only we can do. For that, we'll use Power Query to make transformations, and then we'll get the data over here, and then we'll do whatever things that we want to do. That we will do. Not an issue.
Okay.
Just for an example to show you example. That's it for today, and then we'll meet tomorrow. Have a great day.
Yes. Yes, Prasad. You said like you will be giving the task.
Yeah, I'll show you the task also. Just let me
Okay.
stop the recording.